There is no escape from pain, not in this life, not for you, not for any of us. The Stoic philosophers understood this, and instead of running from suffering, they turned it into their greatest weapon. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth, yet he spent nights in his palace writing about pain, loss, and disappointment. Why? Because he understood something that most men never will. The obstacle is not what stops you. The obstacle is the way. Modern men are fragile. We've been taught that a good life is a painless life. Comfort, pleasure, avoidance. We run from difficulty like it's a disease. But the Stoics knew better. Epictetus was a slave, beaten, tortured. His master once twisted his leg until it broke, and all he said was, "You will break it." When it did break, he calmly replied, "I told you so." This was not numbness. This was power. He understood what most men spend their entire lives trying to avoid. That hardship is not your enemy. Your reaction to hardship is your enemy. When you lose your job, you haven't failed. Your response to losing your job determines everything. When you're rejected, you haven't been diminished. How you carry yourself afterward defines you. When you suffer, you haven't been broken. You've been presented with a choice. Seneca, one of the richest men in Rome, deliberately lived like a poor man 1 week each year. He slept on a rough bed, ate plain food, wore cheap clothes. Why? He said, "Set aside a certain number of days every month in which you content yourself with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" He was training himself, inoculating himself against fear. This is the warrior's secret. You must voluntarily embrace discomfort before life forces it upon you. When adversity comes, and it will come, you won't panic. You won't break. Because you've already stared it in the face and decided you're stronger. The obstacle is not blocking your way. It is your way. Think about it. What made you stronger in your life? Comfort? No. It was struggle, loss, failure. The moment you wanted to quit but didn't. The Stoics took this truth and weaponized it. Every problem became an opportunity to prove your character. Every setback became proof of your resilience. Here's what you do. First, stop looking for the easy path. The easy path is for easy men. Start deliberately seeking challenges. Take the cold shower. Run in the heat. Say no to comfort when you can still function. Second, when adversity hits, and it will, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, what virtue can I practice right now? Courage, patience, wisdom, justice. Every obstacle is a chance to build character, to become harder, to become unbreakable. Third, remember that your circumstances don't matter. What matters is how you respond. A slave in Rome became more free than the emperor. Why? Because freedom is internal. It's the freedom to choose your response, to choose your virtue, regardless of what happens to you. The world doesn't care about your comfort. It doesn't owe you an easy path. But that's not a curse. That's your greatest gift. Because every man who achieved anything great had to go through pain first. Every warrior, every leader, every person of character had to face the obstacle. And they didn't overcome it by going around it. They went through it. You have that same choice every single day. The next time something difficult happens, when you want to quit, when you feel crushed, when the path seems impossible, remember this. That's not a sign you're weak. That's a sign you're being tested. And a warrior doesn't fail the test. He passes it by standing firm, by practicing virtue, by refusing to let circumstance dictate his character. The obstacle is the way, not around it, through it. And on the other side of that struggle is a version of yourself you haven't met yet, a stronger version, an unbreakable version, a warrior. If this resonates, subscribe. And tomorrow, come back. Because we have one message for you. Become harder. Become better. Become a warrior.